Good evening and welcome to New Thought Center for Spiritual Living's Wednesday night spiritual practice. I'm practitioner Sarah Forbes and I'm here this evening to lead you in some gentle yoga. So go ahead and get into a comfortable seated position and we'll begin by just taking a few breaths and just being mindful of our breathing, feeling the breath come in on the inhale, feeling it leave on the exhale as we listen to the sound of the bowl ring out 3 times. Allowing the sound of the bowl and the awareness of the breath to bring us here now in this moment, letting go of our day and arriving fully in the now. When you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And just bring your hands to your knees, and if you're not comfortable sitting in cross-legged position, go ahead and extend the legs and just sit comfortably with the legs extended. Either way, just bring your hands in front of you and start to sit up nice and straight, opening the chest, and just take a moment to set an intention for your practice. For me, I'm going to cultivate more peace for myself and just for all beings. So as I breathe in and as I breathe out, I just generate the feeling of peace. I see peace in my mind. I hold a vision of peace in my heart. And I just carry that intention with me now into my practice. So I invite you to do that as well. Set an intention, whether it's a word, a phrase, or a feeling, and just bring that into your practice and presence that right now. And just taking a moment to be with that feeling as you breathe in and breathe out. And when you're ready, go ahead and on an inhale, bring your arms up, hands together, exhale down to the heart prayer position. Inhaling up again, exhaling down into prayer position, and just continue to move with your own breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down, and just a few more, just like that. Last one. And just taking a moment to pause here and feel how your body feels. How does it feel when you have matched the breath to the body? And just noticing that now. And on your next inhale, arms come up. On an exhale, turn to your right. Left hand comes to your right knee, other hand comes around back. Lengthen your spine by reaching through the top of the head to the ceiling as you twist to your right. If you have the flexibility in your neck, go ahead and look out over that right shoulder. If not, you can just look straight ahead. And just breathe deeply here, anchoring the sit bones both down into the mat as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Opening the chest and just taking a moment to feel how you feel in this pose. And a couple more breaths here. And on your next inhale, go ahead and come to center. Arms come up, reach through the fingertips, and on an exhale, coming to the left now. Right hand comes to the left knee, other hand comes around back. Lengthen through the top of the head and open the chest as you twist to the left. And if you have the flexibility in the neck, again, you can look out over that left shoulder, or you can just look straight ahead, breathing deeply here. And one more breath here. And on your next inhale, coming to center, bringing the arms up again. And on an exhale, bring those hands down in front of you. And we're gonna fold here, so only go as far out as feels comfortable for you. But I invite you to just walk your hands out until you feel a gentle stretch in the back of the hips and the sides of the hips. And so as soon as you feel that gentle stretch, go ahead and tuck the chin into the chest and round the back and drop your head all the way down. And again, only fold as far as feels comfortable for you, coming all the way down and just relaxing and listening to your breath. Two more deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back into your body. And we're gonna move into a wide-legged position now. So take a moment to just see where you feel comfortable. If your legs are only open about this much, that's fine. And if you can open them a little further, go ahead. And wherever you are, flex your feet, engage your thighs, and engage your core. This is gonna help relieve tension in the low back. So go ahead and bring your hands right now to the sides, open the chest and sit up nice and straight, reaching the top of the head towards the ceiling and lengthening the spine. And just pausing for a moment here, taking in a breath. And then we're gonna move over to our right now, bringing either hand on the sides of our right thigh. So our right thigh will be in the middle, keeping the thighs engaged, keeping the feet flexed, and turning now to the right, bringing our chest positioned over the leg as much as we can. And from here, if you feel comfortable here and you feel a good stretch here, just stay up here. If you'd like to deepen in the stretch, you can walk your hands out forward, tuck the chin into the chest, and drop your head down. And only go as far as feels comfortable for you. And just relax here, letting that hamstring or the back of the leg open up here. And a couple more deep breaths. And on your next inhale, go ahead and look up, walking the hands back to the center of the body and turning now to face forward. Taking a breath here. And then on that next inhale, go ahead and move now to the left. Hands come to either side of the left thigh, keeping the thighs engaged, core engaged to start. Flex those feet, sitting up nice and straight again. Now, if you're feeling pretty good here and there's a good stretch here, just pause here and stay here. If you would like to fold deeper, you can go ahead and walk those hands out slowly and mindfully, coming down, tucking the chin into the chest and letting the head drop down. Again, just going as far as feels good for you. Nice deep breaths here. Two more breaths. And on your next inhale, go ahead and look up, walking those hands back to center. And we're gonna come now into butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together, and you can start pretty far away from your body, leaving those feet pretty far out. And then you can grab your ankles and just pull them in until you get to a spot that feels comfortable for you. You should feel a gentle stretch in your hips, but absolutely no tension or strain on the knees. You can hold your ankles here or wrap those hands around the toes, whatever feels comfortable for you. But wherever you are, go ahead and open the chest by rotating the shoulders up, back, and down, and lengthening through the top of the head. Again, keeping those sit bones anchored into your mat or into the ground as you stretch and lift through the top of the head. And just holding here, allowing gravity to just gently push the knees down and open the hips. You can close your eyes here if that feels comfortable for you. And I invite you now to just turn your attention inward and let those hips open up. A few more breaths here. One more breath. And on your next inhale, gently open your eyes And just start to let go of the pose, let go of your ankles or your toes, and just start to move and stretch those legs. We're gonna come now into tabletop position. So I invite you now to come to hands and knees. Make sure that your joints are all stacked up, so you've got your wrists right below your shoulders and your knees right below your hips here, feet face down on the mat or on the ground. And in this position here, you want to have your core engaged, your thighs engaged, and have your arms very active. You can grip the mat slightly with your fingertips to kind of relieve tension in the wrists. And we're going to do some cat-cow rotations here. So on an inhale, you're going to move into cow, coming up and looking towards the ceiling, rounding the back in. And on an exhale, round the back out, tucking the chin into the chest. Cat pose. Inhaling, looking up, back comes in. Exhaling, rounding the back out. And just begin to move with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling, coming in. Cat-cow rotations. And just move as slow or as quickly as feels comfortable for you. I invite you to move maybe a little slower if you're someone who tends to move quickly. And just take your time, really feeling how it feels in the body to match your breath up to your movement. We're going to move through a couple more rotations. Last one, inhaling up, exhaling, rounding in. And on your next inhale, we're all going to meet in tabletop position. So go ahead and come into tabletop now. And we're just gonna, from here, extend down to our forearms, keeping our stomach up in the air. And if this is good for you, you can just drop down here. If you'd like to go into the stretch a little further, go ahead and bring your arms out straight and drop your head down to your mat. This will give you a nice stretch in your back along the spine. And again, if you're not quite there, just keep your arms, your forearms down and your hands down and drop your head down into this position. Wherever you are, just allow yourself to fully relax and come down towards the mat. And one more deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, come back to your forearms if you aren't there already. And just start to slowly bring yourself back up into tabletop position, pausing for a moment here. And from here, we're gonna sit back close to our heels and sit all the way down, kicking our legs out in front of us. And go ahead and scoot all the way down as we transition to coming down onto our backs. I always like to go down one forearm at a time just to take it nice and easy. And keeping the knees high, just start to shift your heels back towards your sit bones, opening the chest by hugging the shoulder blades together. And now that we're in this position, go ahead and lift your left foot up off the ground and take both of your hands and wrap them around your left thigh. So you should look just like this. And then when you feel comfortable here, if you'd like to go further, you can go ahead and take that left foot and place it on top of your right thigh. So if this is comfortable, go ahead and just sit here. And for those of you who'd like to go further, now that you're in this position with that left foot right on top of the right thigh, just like I'm doing here, now go ahead and lift that right foot up off the ground. And this should give you a nice stretch in the back of your left hip, and you'll feel it kind of coming down from your sit bone and the side of that hip. And just relax here for a moment. And for those of you that this might be just a little too much, just go ahead and lower that right foot back down, and you can stay just like this. Wherever you are, I invite you to close your eyes and just relax down. Paying attention to your breathing and just noticing how you feel in the pose. And one more breath here. And then just go ahead and lower down. Release the grip behind the thigh and come all the way down. Pausing for a moment before we switch sides. So now you're going to take your two hands and lift that right foot up off the ground and interlace them behind the right thigh, holding in here. And if this feels good, you can just stay here. If you'd like to go a little bit further, go ahead and bring that right foot on top of the left thigh now. And again, you can pause here. Or if you'd like to go further, you can lift that left foot up off the ground and pull that thigh into your chest. And wherever you are, just try to relax down and feel the stretch. Breathing deeply here. So if you're all the way up off the ground, you'll feel a stretch in the sit bone area and the side of the hip. And if you're down here and your foot is on the ground or on the mat, you might just feel a slight stretch in the hip. Wherever you are, that's completely perfect, and just relax where you are and listen to your breathing. One more deep breath here. And then go ahead and lower down. Bring both feet down to the mat and let go of that thigh and bring your arms out into a T position. You can have your palms face down. And from here, just go ahead and gently drop your knees down to your left. And so you don't really need to do anything special here, just drop them straight down. And I invite you to close your eyes here and just relax your hips, relax your ankles, relax your knees, and just let gravity open up your body. Nice deep breaths. And a few more here, just resting, paying attention to your breath. And on your next inhale, go ahead and come up to center. Pause for a moment here, and then just very gently, with your feet hip width distance apart, go ahead and just gently drop those knees now down to the other side. Opening up that other side body. And again, letting go of any tension in your hips, any tension in the knees. So if you notice that you're gripping or holding on anywhere, just do your best to relax and let go. And just continue to relax. And pay attention to how this feels as you listen to your breath. Few more breaths here. And on your next inhale, go ahead and bring those knees back up to center now, and grab a hold of both of your knees on the outsides of the knees and pull those knees in towards your chest. And if this is good for you, you can just hold here and feel how this feels. If you'd like, go ahead and rock back and forth, massaging the back if you'd like to. And just again, try to relax into this pose. This helps relieve tension in the low back. And then go ahead and bring your feet back down to the mat. We're gonna transition now into Shavasana. This is our final pose. So you're going to extend your legs long on the mat and go ahead and check in with your low back. If it's feeling really uncomfortable, you can put your feet back up and have your knees high for this last pose. That's fine. If that's where you are, you can stay just like this and do the rest of the posture exactly as instructed with your knees high. Those of you who are able to, go ahead and lie those feet back down. If your feet are down and your legs are down on the mat or the ground, spin those toes outward so that you're externally rotating your legs. Hug the shoulder blades together to open the chest and flip your palms up towards the ceiling. And once you're in this position, just start to relax your body. Let your body melt down towards the floor. And then go ahead and close your eyes and just start to scan the body and just notice what you feel. Notice the space you've created. Your shoulders might feel a little bit more open, your hips. Maybe there's another part of your body that feels a little bit more open or feels a little bit more energized. So just pay attention to the sensations in your body as you scan from head to toe. Still being very mindful of the breath. And now just start to see if there's anywhere in the body that you're still gripping or holding on. A lot of times we like to hold on in our face, so pay attention to your face. Relax your jaw, let your tongue rest gently on the roof of your mouth. Relax your eyes, your ears, your cheekbones. Notice your neck and your shoulders and your fingers and your toes, and just let everything relax. And as you continue to scan the body, letting go of any tension, noticing what's happening now, continue to breathe deeply and just enjoy the pose. A few more deep breaths here. One more breath. And then just start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bring your arms up over your head and stretch your arms. Point your toes and stretch in an opposite direction so that you're pulling both ends of the body in an opposite direction. It's a great way to lengthen. And then just relax down again. And when you feel ready, go ahead, if your knees aren't already high, bring your knees up high and roll over into fetal position on your right side. You can use your arms as a pillow and tuck your knees in and just relax here for a moment. And just simply notice that you are supported. The ground holds you up and gravity holds you in place. And just how beautiful that is. And as you relax into that support, just take a breath to get ready to start to move the upper body. Leaving the rest of your body nice and soft, go ahead and push your hands into the ground and pull yourself back up to a seated position. Really take your time here. And just take a moment to get seated and get comfortable. We're going to end this session the way we began, so just come into the same seated position that you were in the beginning of the class. And when you're ready, just lay your hands down on your knees or on your lap. And we're going to end by breathing together. So we're going to inhale to the count of 4, hold it for a moment, and then exhale to the count of 4. So ready, go ahead and begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And go ahead and continue that breath on your own, inhaling to the count of 4 and holding it, exhaling to the count of 4. I'm going to ring the sound of the bowl 3 times, and you can listen to it ring out as you practice this breath. Just start to bring your attention back to this space as the bowl rings out, letting go of that breath and just returning to the natural breath, listening to your natural breath as it comes in through the nostrils, and as you exhale, it leaves and hits the upper lip. And I just invite you now to participate in conscious giving. If you felt supported by this experience tonight and you feel called to support future events just like this one, you can navigate to our website at newthoughtcsl.org and find our giving page. We so appreciate your support. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste.